Yo. Yo, we are recording. We be recording. God darn it, man. How is that? Was not that embarrassing, bro.
What?
Freaking the deal with the fucking... I was just doing the damn interview with Ricans of Wrestling and the freaking... My mother, Hispanic.
What can you do, bro?
Está haciendo vacuum sin preguntar me, are you done? No, she's I'm gonna do it because I want to. Well, guys, welcome back to another episode of Coño Cast Podcast. My name is Daniel, and I'm always flanked by the one, the only, the mean mug himself, Joa. What's up, buddy?
What to do, baby? That was a crack on Kawhi Leonard, in case anybody caught that.
Oh, Lord.
What's up, man?
Chilling, brother. Feels like I haven't seen you in forever.
It's been literally a week and 2 days.
Bro, feels like I haven't seen you forever. That's like my soul doesn't live without you.
9 days, bro.
Bro, it feels like a long time. Like we've seen each other at least 3 times a week since you've been back.
True.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for listening. Welcome back. Like I said earlier, it's kind of been a shit show of a day since we've been doing anything regarding podcasting today, from being on a podcast to recording our own podcast. But since you guys are listening, do us a favor. If you like what you're listening to, go to anywhere you're listening to this podcast and give us a 5-star rating. Cinco. And write a review. Let us know what you think. Don't forget to follow us on social media on Coño Cast on Twitter and Facebook, and Coño Cast Pod on Instagram. Joa, where can they find you, my friend?
You can find me on Instagram at JOA305. You can find me on Facebook. Nah, I can do that. You can find me on Twitter at Coño Cast.
And you can find me at Sleeve Poppy on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Yeah, I have to have one, but it's all good. So let's recap, bro. How you been? How's life? How's the wifey? How's everything going?
Man, we're blessed. We just, living a normal married life. Just working, coming back, eating food, getting fat. Dang, that kind of rhymed.
Dang, like bro. You dropping bars.
Right. Bars.
Bars.
Yeah, bro, but we just chilling, man. Just glad that, once again, that we're back in Dallas. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, man. So, how was your, I guess there's a lot going on, bro. We like I mentioned earlier, my brother, a.k.a. Jose G, and Rico El Glorioso from the Ricans of Wrestling invited us on. I represented for the team. Nice group of dudes, man. It was dope to talk some lucha libre and all this other stuff. But, yeah, man. If you guys don't know who they are, definitely look them up on Instagram or Facebook at Ricans of Wrestling. These two guys, man, they're just huge lucha libre fans. And all they do is talk lucha libre and talk smack about the current product and what's going on in the world. But other than that, we got some fight news to talk about, man. I mean, we got some fight news to talk about. There was a lot of fights that nobody paid attention to because of one fight card that everybody wasted their money on.
Which one?
BKFC.
Oh. Well, I didn't waste my money because I streamed illegally.
Well, why are you telling the world this, bro? You know the CIA is
just fine, bro. They can find
Episode 13. It just started as a shit show. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a shit show. Like, it's ridiculous. It started as a shit show, and now we're...
Listen, I'm gonna say something about BKFC. Okay, I was impressed because this was the actual first time I was able to watch a fight live. I've only seen the fights via YouTube. So it being my first time watching it live, I was able to appreciate it a little bit more. I feel like the fights that were before that were a lot better, and their name says it all. It's bare knuckle fighting championship. It's bare knuckles. They're only allowed to wrap their wrists. Their knuckles are bare open, and these guys, they all come out like they've been put through a freaking blender, bro. Their faces, at least.
Respect, basically.
Gotta respect that. There's pain involved. There's adrenaline. And it definitely changes the fight aspect, especially even with judging and scoring from what we learned. I mean, it's just a different world that we're not used to.
It's like a weird mashup.
Yeah.
It's like MMA, boxing, take the gloves off, and...
No kicking and no elbow.
It's like... Here's the thing. And I was listening to The Fighter and the Kid, and they were breaking this down, and it was like... You remember when Kimbo Slice was coming out with these bare knuckle boxing videos back in the day?
Oh, yeah.
It was like, yeah, like, for sure. It was like a step up above that.
It's like that, but in a ring, and it's legal.
And then the third guy in there is really doing nothing except for yo, break it up. All right,
Yeah.
go fight.
No hugging, only fighting.
Yo, what was this grappling bullshit? Get the fuck up. The fuck up. Yeah, but here's what okay, first of all, kudos to the promoter, because
They're coming up.
Here's what he managed to do by putting Paulie Malignaggi and letting these dudes go crazy in the pre-fight. He managed to pull away viewers from both boxing and MMA into this shit show of a product. And they call it a shit show not in a disrespectful way, because it is a shit show, especially that main event.
Man.
But it's somehow you put together this Masters League of former MMA fighters and boxers.
Reputable. It's not like they were scrubs. These guys are veterans.
Veterans of both of fight games, and somehow they know they can't compete with the young guys in the other sports. So they're like, "Hey, y'all still want to fight? Make some money here. Wrap your wrists,
not your fists.
yeah, wrap your wrists, and punch each other in the face, and taking years off their lives, obviously that they haven't already." But all of a sudden, they're doing things, they're competing again. And they took viewers away from UFC, Bellator. Like if I didn't tell you there was a Bellator fight, would you even know?
If you didn't tell me that there was a Bellator fight,
Would you have known?
huh?
No? You know, there was also a boxing match over the weekend, too.
On Sunday. You talking about Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, nobody fucking cares.
Yeah, I saw the Sunday one.
No, nobody fucking
My
cares.
Cuban boxer was on there.
Yeah,
I'm glad he won. We'll talk about that.
Nobody fucking cared. My point is, BKFC took over the fucking weekend. Like the internet was on fire all the way through basically Wednesday.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Paulie Malignaggi's face at the end.
First of all, Paulie Malignaggi, bro, you need to go running.
Right, he got a little. I'm not even gonna say that's a dad bod, because that's better than a dad bod.
That's a fat boxer. That's what that was. That was a boxer that did not take that fight seriously.
It's kind of like a Mikey Garcia body, you know what I
Ay,
mean?
Dios mío. Bro, like he walked in and I'm like, and you think you're gonna beat Artem, who takes this shit seriously?
Oh, yeah,
I'm like it made me think, right? And talking about the main event of BKFC, because there was a couple other good fights, and you can break those down if you want. I really have no interest because I personally didn't like it. But Artem is not a slouch. He might not be the best fighter in the world, but he's no slouch.
He's not scared.
He's no slouch. He's tough. He's kind of what an MMA fighter is supposed to be.
Yeah.
He's not going to be the best striker, but he's going to grind you out. That's exactly what he did. He grinded him out, and
I mean, he's in McGregor's camp. He's in his team. I mean, he just by that alone, you know, McGregor doesn't just have anybody in his team. You got to be in a certain level to be on his team, mentally, especially.
yeah.
And he showed up. You know. Do you know why they even fought? Do you know why?
Just because Paulie Malignaggi was trying to bring out Conor McGregor. It's the only reason I can think of.
Right, but so here's the deal. Before McGregor had fought Mayweather, Malignaggi was brought out to their camp to spar against McGregor.
I remember that, yeah.
They sparred, and there was a very short clip that he claims was altered.
At this point, I don't think so anymore.
This is years ago.
It was like 2-3 years ago, yeah.
This is, fresh off retirement, probably not 4 or 5 years later out of retirement. Apparently, McGregor allegedly had knocked him down which he claims that it was a trick, and he says that if you watch the full video, you can see the guy call it a no knockdown, so he got back up and fought, and then he whooped Connor's ass. Artem is saying that Paulie got his butt whooped, so part of that was Paulie trying to redeem himself via bare knuckle fighting championship. Also, is 3-4 years later. Fatter Paulie.
I mean, okay, look.
Like it's a freaking Russian.
We weren't in that sparring session, and it's sparring. Who the fuck cares, right? But if that fight says anything, Paulie. Two things. Paulie didn't take it seriously. Not serious enough.
I maybe he took it serious, but also I don't think that he knew that Artem was going to be that good of a fighter, even though he's a UFC or MMA fighter.
Yeah.
I don't think he was going to have that much hands. I thought he was just going to go in there and tap him up, bop, maybe knock him down, knock him out of the second round.
Dude, I even called it. It was like, Paulie's going to go in there, check hook, knockout. I thought exactly what was going to happen. He's going to counter him with a check left hook, and I was like, I mean, he's not known for his power, but bare knuckle, you figured you have a puncher's chance.
Knuckles, of course.
You know, but no, obviously that did not happen.
So part of the reason why is also he broke his hand apparently on the second round.
Well, we've known. Here's the thing.
And that's not the first time that he
it's like they're like his fifth time he's breaking his hand.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason they wear gloves in boxing, and it isn't to protect the other fighter.
Yeah.
It's to protect your hands.
Of course. You could throw wrong, you could break a finger or wrist.
Dude, it's ridiculous. I mean, I'm having a hard time, like I was saying earlier, at this point, knowing how good at least Conor McGregor's striking is. It might not be great for Mayweather, but nobody's great against Mayweather. Nobody.
Except for Cotto.
Except for Cotto, Maidana, and like 3 other people. Yeah. And even then,
still
they lost.
Exactly.
And I'm thinking, it was like, Paulie, yeah, he was good. And he was a champion. But was he an elite boxer?
I mean, he had his moments.
Of course he did.
He was a staple, and I'll tell you what, Showtime, they're not just going to bring anybody to be an announcer on there. I mean, you have to have some sort of renown.
For sure. No. Look, when it comes to announcing, Paulie is probably the best.
Right.
I mean, color boxing commentator does not get any better than Paulie Malignaggi.
He knows what he's doing.
100%. He's well spoken. He knows the techniques. He's a very smart fighter. But at the end of the day, he doesn't have that grit that Artem showed. He doesn't have that thing. So I'm thinking over here, like McGregor, when the May-Mac fight happened, Mayweather was on a different level. Mayweather was trying to make that bank. How hungry was he in that period, and how sharp was he in that period? Because say what you want, yeah, Mayweather schooled them in the later rounds, but
there's a tenacity that UFC fighters have.
And McGregor showed that early. So to me, thinking about that clip, I was like, I can see Paulie getting stunned early. Maybe he did get back up and pieced them up for the rest of the fight. But McGregor got power. Say what you want, it might not transfer to boxing, and it definitely doesn't transfer against Mayweather. Mayweather schooled that boy.
Yes.
But against Malignaggi, different story. Different story. And I think that sparring session probably went the way McGregor and the clip release went. In my opinion. I don't know. I wasn't there. Personally, don't really care.
I don't think it did because I feel like if it was true, Paulie would say it. I feel like he...
Nah.
Yeah.
Man, hell no.
Yeah, bro. And he
why would you admit it?
And he admitted to it because he doesn't lie, bro. I don't see him as a lying guy. I think that if it was true...
It's not about lying. It's about self-preservation.
I think that it didn't
Human
happen.
nature.
I don't know. I don't think that it happened the way that the McGregor camp is